Alright, so this is the first progress video to keep track of the code as it develops. I have here a basic debug world, and I'm able to view this zoomed in or zoomed out, based on whichever gameplay style you prefer. If you left mouse click, a marker will be left on the screen and the character will walk towards that. And if you hold down the left mouse button, your character will continue walking towards the cursor until you let go, and a marker will appear and your character will walk towards that. On the top left here, you can see the stats of the character that I am currently being, and underneath you can see the 5 characters that you have accessible. The star is signifying that I am currently being the baker, and the other characters are grayed out because they are not currently on the playing field. So let's change that. If you scroll with the mouse cursor, you're able to alternate between functions that the right mouse button will do, or alternatively, you can press the respective 6 numbers that are seen on the top right. Let's press number 6 and press the right mouse button down, and you can see a dial appears corresponding to the 5 characters on your toolbar. So let's spawn in the librarian. You can see the stats change to reflect the librarian, and the star appeared signifying that I'm now being the librarian. Once you have 2 characters, you have a couple options what you can do. You can right click on the characters themselves to be able to swap between them. You're also able to right click on the characters on the toolbar on the side as well. Lastly, you're able to go and despawn characters from where they're currently being and respawn them next to your current character. So let's go and spawn in some other characters here, and go and look at the other 5 functions that I have set right now. So firstly, if we're going to start with number 1, we have the basic cursor. So if you right mouse click with the cursor, it simply stops the action the character is currently doing. Next up is the basic melee attack. So you see if you right mouse click, the character will attack in relation to where the cursor is. So let's go and test that out. So I have some basic enemies here, and I can right click and attack in their direction. Next up is the special attack. And there's 3 different types of special that varies from character to character. The librarian has the basic mana-based attack, so if I right mouse click to use the special, you can see that my mana decreased from 20 to 16. And if I run out of mana, I will be incapable of performing any other mana-based attacks. To replenish that, you would have to use potions or herbs in traditional RPG element style. So we'll deplete that down to 0. And now I am incapable of doing any mana-based attacks. Next up is SP, and this varies from character to character. The baker, if I use the special, you'll see he throws pizzas. And then to replenish that special, the baker has to go to a kitchen or other food places where the SP will replenish. You can see that when the baker throws pizzas but stays within the kitchen, the SP continues to recharge. The other type of SP I have at the moment is the mail carrier, which can sprint, and that just recharges on its own naturally. What else is special about SP is that it can recharge even when you're not playing as that character. Likewise, as the baker, I can leave the kitchen and throw pizzas and then switch to someone else and then swap back to the baker, and the SP will be at full once the baker is returned to the kitchen. Next up is ammo. So you can see that rather than a meter, the farmer has a sprite with a quantity next to it. So let's go and give the farmer some ammo, which shows us the next function thing. If I hold down the search key, all items that are available to be picked up will highlight in yellow, and then I can right click on an object, and the farmer will walk and pick up the object. Now that I have ammo, the farmer is able to continually throw eggs. You are also able to pick up food items, which is able to be opened in the inventory and consumed to replenish health. And this is not contingent to any specific character, so I can swap back to Librarian and consume the food to replenish their health. Last option is Dialogue, and I can right-click on any character I wish to talk to, and that character will stop what they're doing and turn to face your current character, and then walk towards them and have a dialogue. And all of these moves are accessible via the controls, and all non-mouse based controls are able to be manipulated to best suit how the player wishes to play. This concludes the current progress video. Thank you for watching.